What's up, YouTube family, and welcome to my channel, Life with Jovasha. As you can tell by the title, this is going to be a story time of how I met my husband. Long story. So we're gonna sit here and we're gonna get this thing together. I want to tell y'all because look, I'm so wrinkled. Nobody told me all day, but that's a shame. But my shirt is really wrinkled. Disregard that, don't look at that. Pay attention. Okay. So my husband but back then he was trying to talk to me for the longest. He tried to talk to me of a course over 5 years. 5 years. 5 years. Right, that's a long time to be trying to talk to somebody. But as he was trying to talk to me, I already had like my situation going on. When I say that, I mean I was already with my kid's father. So I didn't pay him no mind at all. I was like, no, I'm already in a relationship. Like, I can't even talk to you. And on top of that, I was not even interested in him. Like, I didn't think he was my type. And I was like, no, he's not my type. I don't think like I would be interested or nothing. But he used to always try to talk to me like through Facebook, the inbox. Girl, check your DM, girl. Your husband might be in your DM. Your husband might be in your DM. Your husband might be in your DM. Check your DM. Your husband in your DMs, okay? Anyway, in my inbox, all of that, and I will always be like, no, like leave me alone. Like you stalking me. Like stop. I got a man. Leave me alone. But I always used to see him. Like I used to see him at the parties, clubs, locally. Now, over this course of 5 years, like that's a long time. As I keep saying that, it's a long time. But over this course of 5 years, like I will always be like, no, I was like not interested. Like leave me alone. But I started going through things with my kid's father. Like it was deep. Like it was a point where he was like doing him. You know when I say doing him, like cheating and stuff like that. And then it was just, that was a mess. That was a whole nother mess, and that's for a whole nother story. But with my husband now, before I started to kind of break things off with my kid's father, you know how you go through a breakup and you kind of like dang, like I wasted all my time here when I could have been somewhere else, or stuff like I could have been doing that instead of being stuck on stupid, basically. So around the time that I stopped kind of going out, I just started, working a lot. Me and my kid's father got into it really, really bad, and then we broke up completely. So that was like the last straw for me and him. And my mom passed, and it was just a whole lot going on like around that time. It was really deep. And with all that going on, I just was not interested in nobody. Like I was not interested in him. I was just trying to focus on myself. But this one particular night, it was a Tuesday, and my no, actually it was a Monday. My sister and my cousin, they was like, let's get out the house. We're gonna get you out the house. Let's go hang out. Let's go have some drinks and blah blah blah. And I'm like, but I don't really want to go nowhere. Like I don't really want to go. I gotta go to work. Well, no, I had to go to work Wednesday, so I was off Tuesday. So they're trying to make me go out Monday. So I'm like, whatever, let's go. We ended up in Miami. Okay. We went to a strip club in Miami. So we was like having fun. We was having so much fun. Lord behold, this dude that keep aggravating me on Facebook at the clubs around locally, parties, bars, anything, like my DM, everything. Here he comes walking in the club. Here he comes walking in the club, okay? And I'm like, I think this dude is really stalking me. But my sister, she knows him. I don't know him. So I just know of him always trying to talk to me. And I'm always like, boy, no, get out my face. Get out my inbox. I don't want you. You're not my type. I already told you that. Like, what the hell? And this was over a course of 5 years. He been trying to talk to me for 5 years strong, okay? So my sister like, oh, I know him. And I'm like, I like him. And she was like, why don't you like him? And I'm like, cause he always like bothering me in my inbox, everything. Like, and I always tell him no. So I always was like, something wrong with him. I was like, something wrong with him. So he proceeds to like call us over to where he was. And I was like, girl, I don't want to go over there. Like, I don't want to go over there. He's just going to keep talking to me. And I don't want to go over there. And she's like, let's just go, whatever, because I know him. He cool people. I'm like, whatever. So we go over there. And he's like telling her, hey, tell your sister I want to talk to her. Like, I really want to talk to her and stuff like that. Like, and she's like, he want to talk to you and stuff. I'm like giggling like, girl, like, I told you I didn't want to come over here. But he came over and he started talking. Now, I don't know what the hell he's talking about at this point because I wasn't even interested. Like, I was like, no, I wasn't interested in what he had to say because I just was like, I had my mind made up like, no, I didn't want to talk to anyone because I felt like I already have 4 kids, you know, from previous stuff. So ain't nobody gonna want to talk to me, you know what I'm saying, like that. Or if somebody do want to talk to me, it ain't gonna be like no long-term situation because I got a lot going on. I come with kids and, you know, myself and real bills, and I do all that on my own already. I was doing that on my own. So I really gotta want you to kind of talk to you, and I ain't really want you. So in the midst of him talking or whatever, and he just was like really talking. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about because, like I said, I wasn't interested. So I wasn't even really paying no attention. So he said, like, you hungry? You want some chicken? I'm like, you know what? I am kind of hungry. Women love food, okay? So I'm like, yeah, I am kind of hungry. So he gives me like a couple dollars. Well, it was like $40 to go get some chicken, right? Mind you, we're in the club, so the chicken wings maybe like $5, $10, something like that. So I'm like, all right. I get chicken wings, I get french fries, I go back over there. And I go over there and I sit away from him. Like, I want to eat my food. I ain't worried about what you're talking about right now. So he comes over, sits by me, and still started talking. And I'm like, what the heck did I just get myself into? Like, no, leave me alone. I done told you this. But he started talking. I don't know what he was talking about. Like, I have no clue. To this day, I have no clue what he was talking about until he told me. He was like, did your sister tell you what I said? And I was like, no. And he was like, you know what? One day I'm gonna make you my wife. And I was like, yo, what? And he was like, I'm gonna make you my wife. And that stopped me kind of in my own tracks because no guy has ever told me anything like that, you know. No guy has ever mentioned marriage, like, for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I knew, like, the look in his face once I looked at him, and, you know, it really paid attention, like, he was for real. Like, I'm gonna make you my wife. And I'm like, but you don't even know me. And he was like, God told me that you're gonna be my wife. And I'm like, you know, boys will say anything to, but you know, in my mind, I'm like, this ain't real. Like, what the heck? Like, you don't know me. Like, but he insisted on, like, I was gonna be his wife. And I'm like, I don't know. You know, I don't know, because it really startled me. It was like, come again? Who? What? But that's what he said. And as the club was ending, or well, as the time we were getting ready to leave, he left. He was like walking into my car. And my sister, she came up to me and she was like, you know that he said you was going to be his wife. And I'm like, he told me that. And I'm like, I couldn't get it. But he was like, can I have your number? And, you know, you're going to see. You're going to see how you're going to be my wife. And I was not with the marriage thing. Not say I was against it. I just felt like I would not be the one to get married because I have kids. I have, you know, I was young and I didn't really think that of myself, which is really, really crazy that women or me was thinking about I would not be nobody's wife like that. Well, it didn't dawn on me, nothing like that. I was so stuck on just trying to I was stuck on stupid, you know. So for the longest, I was like stuck on stupid. And I did give him my number that night, and then he called me as soon as I closed my door shut. Like, he called me. It was like, ching ching ching, hello. Yeah, he called me, and I picked up, and it was like, you know, let's just go out to eat and stuff. And I'm full. I had chicken wings. You know, like, I already ate. Yeah, I ain't hungry. But he was like, let's just go out and eat. Let's just do something, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I gotta go home. You know, I gotta go home. So I went home. Next day, he called me. He was like, I want to come to your job. Like, I want to come to your job. Like, anything to see me. And I'm like, I don't know. He was like, just let me come to your job. Please, I just want to see your face. And I'm like, all right. I let him come to my job. He called me. He was outside. He gave me like a hug, like a really like little kiss. And I'm like, don't do like, let me not do him like that. Maybe something, like, I don't know, because he just at the moment when he told me that I would be his wife, like, it kind of like made me think like maybe he up to something, maybe something I just didn't know, I just didn't grasp it. But you know, after that, you know, we started talking more, getting to know each other a little bit more, and I don't regret it, you know, because he did make me his wife. I think we was together for a year, and he proposed, and we got married the year after. So I indeed, yeah, is his wife. And you know, like, that's crazy. It's just crazy how things happen in, like, in your own, like, in your life. Like, it's crazy how things happen. Like, I would have never thought I would be married. I would have never thought, like, certain situations that happened to me happen, you know. Yeah, but I'm so grateful to be his wife, because not only does he put me first in anything that's whatever, like, he thinks about my feelings first. He thinks like how I would feel, you know, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. It took me all that long time to be stuck on somebody so dumb and stuck in my own ways to not even give him a chance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that is my husband. And you know, I knew it was okay for me to marry him when he treats my kids like his own. Like, he does everything for those kids. And I'm so grateful to have someone like that. You know? Not often that you get yourself in situations or be with someone in the beginning they're good, and then at the end or middle it starts to crumble. But he's been good to me throughout. He's been good to my kids throughout. Whatever I go through, like, he's right there. He wants what's best for me. You know, when someone say they love you, I know, like, he loves me. Like, he actually cares. Like, he cares. He cares whether or not I'm mad or upset. He cares if I'm sad. He cares if I didn't eat. He cares if my back hurting. Like, he actually cares for my well-being. And to find someone who cares for you and your kids, you know, it seems like it is, like, sent from God, you know. In a sense, you know, it's like, wow, I could have been said something to you. We could have been, you know, but all things work in God's timing, you know. And I would not change anything in my life like that. I wouldn't. I don't regret my kids. I love them to death. I love my husband to death. And only thing I would change, if I would go back and be like, yeah, let's go to dinner. Even though I ate them chicken wings, let's just go to dinner. You know, let's just go to dinner. I ain't got to eat all of it. Let's just, you know, but everything works in God's timing, and look at us now. Like, we are here, and you know, this is my family. This is our family, and like I said, I'm so grateful. And babe, if you're watching this, I love you so much, and I'm so grateful for you. And